Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, it's another sunny Wednesday afternoon. However, clouds are coming in and tomorrow looks like a change in weather. We are keeping our fingers crossed for some more snow, of which we desperately need. So get ready for the next couple days, get your shovels out and your snow plows and whatnot. So we will be hopefully dealing with some snow in the next couple days. So fingers crossed. I have a great guest with me today. One of the things that we're doing, we have just finished the Chamber Board of Directors annual election. Now, you as chamber members get to elect that position. There are 3 slots on the chamber board every year, and so that's an organizational difference. Many organizations go out, ask people if they'd like to be on the board, and they say yes or no. This is a chamber privilege, so to speak. And so we present 6 candidates to the chamber membership. And of those 6 candidates, 3 are elected. Now, in the past, we've had issues. For example, last year we had a board member elected and they had some emergencies and their business closed. So we then went to the next highest vote getter on the election, and they agreed to join the chamber. So, or the chamber board. So it's really a great process that we have, and it's all because of you and our membership. So in the next couple of weeks, we will be presenting our new board members to you. Before we get to that, I do want to remind everybody again, thank you so much. And I really want to thank the 3 board members that were not in the final selection. And that is Lauren Talley, and he's with Big Mountain Realty. Kirsten Dare, who is a doctor with Mountain Eye Care. So we thank her very much. And we also thank Ricardo Martinez, who is the clinic manager over at Access Integrated Health Systems. So thank them very, very much for throwing their hat in the ring and running a really, really close race. Now, the other big thing on our schedule is our annual meeting, which we now call our community conversation, as well as our community awards. And that will take place next Friday, February 9th at the Tennyson Event Center from 5 to 7 p.m. Tickets are available for that event. It's going to be lots of fun. And let me tell you, as a business, why you need to come to this. Our guest speakers in our community conversation are 2 kind of representing the new of Pagosa Springs. David Harris, our new town manager, will be talking about a number of town priorities and programs that they will be working on this next year. Now, why does that even matter to you? Well, in case you don't remember, our business community, most of you are annexed into the town of Pagosa Springs. You need to know what's going on. You need to know what some of these initiatives are, and you need to be present to ask questions as well. So we really hope that you're there for that conversation. The other speaker will be Ashley Wilson. She is our new executive director for the new Archuleta County Public Health Department. Why is this important to you? Well, chances are you may not be using the public health department's benefits. You restaurants, you certainly are. However, what is important is that the public health department probably offers a number of programs that your employees use. Do you even know what those programs are? Please come out and find out what is happening. They're keeping many programs that San Juan Basin Health had. They're adding some programs, but they're dropping some programs. So please be an informed employer and just don't send your employees off to the Archuleta County Public Health Department. You should have some information kind of under it in the back of your head and your knowledge brain to give them some good information. So we have these 2 conversations happening from 5 to 6, and then beginning at 6 o'clock, we will be honoring our community award nominees. Let me give you a highlight. And so I do this because if you know any of these people, please come out and celebrate them and cheer them on. So nominated for Citizen of the Year this year is Bob and Robin Brobst, as well as Shayla McClure. Our volunteers of the year this year, our nominees are Ken Rogers, Crystal Gillich, and Al Pfister. And then our small business of the year nominees are K-Wolf Radio, as well as Footprints. And our nonprofits of the year are the Pagosa Nordic Club, the Veterans Memorial Park, and the Pagosa Pickleball Club. Now, if you say, I wish this group or this person or this organization was nominated, you should have done that. So next year, write that down. Put those businesses, organizations, and individuals. Let's thank them. Every year, there's a wonderful slate of candidates. Only one gets chosen in each category. However, we want to thank all of our nominees. So we will be celebrating them beginning at 6 o'clock. We're super excited. We believe Gustoso's will be providing the food, and the menu is going to be fabulous. So tickets are on sale, $25, and we will be at the Tennyson Event Center. Okay, enough about that. Let's get to our newest board member on the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. And we welcome one of our members this week. We have Billy Cotts with us. And Billy, you've just been rocking and rolling in businesses and Resport, and then you started a new business, and now you've kind of merged. And I'm looking in the background at this fabulous new facility that you have. I don't think you've doubled your space, but tell us a little bit about Resport as well as Stitches and Dimples. And congratulations or condolences on making it to the Chamber Board of Directors for the next 3 years. So tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, Mary Jo, I could say the same thing. Condolences for you all voting me on there. I mean, it's kind of a two-way street on that.
No.
So Resport, we've actually been blessed because Resport's actually been in the community now 16 years. So we're the third owner. So it wasn't like we created this business from ourselves. We just took it on from how the previous last two owners were. We've now owned it 3.5 years, and it just kind of made it more our personalities and our family. So we've expanded stuff. Part of that expansion was in October of 2023 when we merged Resport into the same facility that we were utilizing for Stitches and Dimples. So from that perspective,
where is that?
Where is that? So we are located at 583 Navajo Trail Drive, which is literally 2 buildings west of Terry's Ace and Hardware on the frontage road. With that merger, we did gain about 650 square feet of more retail space. The downside is I lost about that same square footage in some batting cages and turf for what Stitches and Dimples initially started out with. Stitches and Dimples, we've kept the 170-foot batting cage. I still got the indoor golf simulator. But for us as a family, as a business owner, it made sense to put everything under one roof instead of trying to pay 2 overheads as well as try to be in 2 places at once. What we are able to give back is that when people come and they want to do shopping for consignment items, new and or used, they also get to see the other activities that we have available, whether as a family or for their kids. Vice versa, if you're coming in to hit golf balls, maybe you decide that you need a new pair of snow boots. So we've kind of made in some ways, an all-in-one stop for multiple things here in not just Archuleta County, but Pagosa Springs. But we also have a lot of tourism that comes in. We've also been blessed that we have a lot of consigners that come from South Dakota, from Denver, from Oklahoma, from Texas, that they've just built a relationship, and that relationship went from professional to personal. And now when they come into town, they're utilizing it as a means to recycle good clothing, good apparel, good gear, and in return use that as either in-store credit or to buy new stuff for themselves.
Sure. Well, combining 2 businesses and basically running 2 businesses, and then you do a lot of community work as well. You're coaching or you're officiating somewhere in our school system or our parks league. How did you even decide you had time to sit on the Chamber Board of Directors?
Oh, do we ever really have time? I mean, let's think about that. But to really answer that question, we have 2 kids. Our 2 older ones have graduated. They're off in college. So they're learning about adulting. We still have one in 7th grade, which still keeps us busy. Nicole, my wife, she grew up here, and when we ended up in Pagosa Springs, I guess it'll be almost 14 years this year. One of the things we said we wanted to do is be active in the community, and that's the background of getting into coaching, getting into doing different things. And Nicole is still very active herself, whether it be through working at Aspire or through the Cornerstone Project, which she's on the board. So this was an opportunity that the chamber reached out to, and it took me some time to think about it. And I spoke to current members. I spoke to former members. But as someone with a background that has no business experience, never thought he'd be an entrepreneur, and all of a sudden I'm going down this whole different path, what better way to network in the business side than to be on the chamber and work with other business owners? And at the same token, by being an active member in the community, we're always listening and hearing to what other people are saying, or to what other business owners are saying, or things that they wish they had or didn't know they had. That for me, it felt like an opportunity to learn more than to give, but in the process, maybe through knowing different people or hearing different things, collectively working together to really benefit our community first. And in my belief, if we take care of our community first, that means our kids, our youth have a much better environment to grow up into. And maybe someday they'll want to move back and then recontribute, however that may be in their profession. But also at the same time, how do we sustain and allow people who are currently living here, whether securely or struggling, how do we provide them opportunities to be successful in their life? More importantly, how to take care of their families. And that's in a nutshell what allowed me to say, you know what, it's a commitment, but it's a commitment that allow for personal growth. And if I can have an opportunity to add to and help someone else out, that's what made sense to me.
Well, Billy, we talk about the chamber being the voice of the business community. And so I think what's key for at least staff is we'd like to think that we know and hear everything, but we know a fraction of really what goes on. And so our board members are so key in being our eyes and ears out there, because you are in the business and talking to other businesses and seeing things every day. So I think our membership, should realize that this board of directors, excuse me, this board of directors are some of your eyes and ears out there. So I know we'd love for you to come talk to us, but please, you can also talk to your board of directors that are out there. Excuse me. I'm going to grab a glass of.
For sure.
Thank you. You just got me so emotional. There you go. Good.
I hear that a lot, but it could go one of two ways.
Well, Billy, anything else you want to contribute or put out to our membership about being a new board member?
Honestly, I probably know very little. You and I've talked with other people, so I have an idea of what the expectations are going to be. But until you actually get in, you don't fully understand what all you've volunteered for, or you don't understand the undertaking that's going to happen. So it's just about, I don't know. I guess I would say it'd be like taking over a new management position. You don't try to go in and rock the boat right away. You sit back, you listen, you try to see where things have come from, where they're currently at. And then when the opportunity presents itself, then you start getting in and start making some suggestions. But before you rock the boat, you got to know what's currently available, because sometimes there's a reason why things aren't done, because it's been tried. And that's kind of where I'm at, is let's figure out what's going on, and then take our own personal opinions, but also take our personal relations, because you and I can know the same person, but how that and what that person tells you may be something completely different than what they tell me. How do we bring that together? And at the end of it, how do we make our community a community focused, a community driven? And once we figure that and learn how to tap into that, then it's pretty much should run itself. But we've got to do our part to engage, sustain, and then continue to grow it.
Great. Well, thank you. Well-deserved election to the board. You'll have 3 years to make all those changes. So hang on the first year and then go. You'll be great.
We'll do the best that we can.
Thank you, Billy, for joining us today and introducing yourself to some of the members who may not have known you. And your position here on the Chamber of Commerce. So thank you and good luck. It looks like you have customers in your store, so we're going to let you go.
No
But thank
worries.
you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Mary Jo. You all have a great day.
You too. Thank you, everybody. So our guest next week will be another one of our new board members, Annie Sewell, who is the owner of Right Molecule IV Hydration Lounge. And so Annie, most known for her work with Dust 2, but she will be our guest next week, giving her opinion on being on the Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. We hope that you'll jump online and purchase those community celebration tickets. They are easily available online, super simple process, but most importantly, come out and listen to what our community conversation has to say. Be an engaged business owner. I bet you might learn something. I will be surprised if you don't. And please come out and celebrate all these nominees for the 2023 Community Awards. So thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Let's go out there now and do that snow dance for what's coming this weekend. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.